And now I'd like to also introduce the coach of our cheerleading staff, Janet About to start the game between River Falls and Richmond. Referee's about to drop the puck. Now we've got Hilmanowski out there with Peters and Jacobs, and New Richmond has it at mid-ice, back and forth, now just into their area. New Richmond controlling, they send it to mid-ice, off the Richmond player skating back into their own zone, but he controls again, up to mid-ice, puck loose there. Furley picks up the puck, sends it alongside, now over here to Peters. Peters can't control, it's in his skates. Now Richmond picks it back up and takes it into the River Falls zone where it's picked up there by Furley. Furley over to this side to Jacobs, and Jacobs just dumps it into the Richmond zone into the near corner. Puck loose there, and line change for River Falls, and Richmond has control. And Richmond now will attempt to bring it out. It's tapped back in by Bierstead. By in there, Link down to the corner after the puck. Link tries to send it in front, doesn't get enough on it, and the puck's loose. Now picked up by Bierstead and shot just off the pipe, off the top of the net. Oh, nice chance. Back to mid-ice, Seacrest has the puck there. Seacrest across ice to Bierstead. Bierstead just tips it into the New Richmond zone. Richmond controls and sends it back to mid-ice, where Anderson's trying to get control. Just taps it off. Bierstead trying to get it. He'll tie it up along the boards, or try to, doesn't, and Richmond gets it. Sends it back this side. Link knocks a man off the puck, and Seacrest will pick it up at mid-ice and knock it back to mid-ice again. By's able to get it just inside the New Richmond zone and keep it there where it bounces off or sends it back across the Link. Link shoots, and the goalie stops the shot, and it goes along the boards into the near far corner. Bierstead trying to tie it up there. Puck loose. Link with the puck behind the net, trying to come up front. There's nobody there. Hits the Richmond player. Now the net's off, and that'll bring a whistle. Bierstead got bumped in the net. Stops play. River Falls had a couple of chances there. Face-off will be just to the left side of the New Richmond goalie. Out to take, it'll be Potton. Potton's tonight playing with Hovey and Smith. At defense, we'll have Anderson and Pratt. Now they'll bring the face-off just outside the blue line of the New Richmond zone. Potton to take it. Puck drop. Potton knocks it into the New Richmond zone, but New Richmond picks it up and brings it to mid-ice. And then New Richmond shoots it right in the River Falls zone. Pratt now with it there, and shoots it back to mid-ice, where New Richmond will pick up the puck again. And Richmond's playing catch with it back and forth here. Up to their man at the point here, and he'd take it into the zone. Knocked off of it by Potton. Loose along the boards. Hovey trying to get it, can't. Down in the corner, Prottnow's after it. He's knocked off the puck. Puck still in there. New Richmond picks it up. Heads for behind the net, comes around the other side. Sends it back to the point man on the far side, and he just sends it back down the boards to the far corner. Puck laying there. New Richmond after it, so is Anderson. Tried to get it out, can't. New Richmond shoots it down into the near corner where Prottnow shoots it up the boards to Hovey. Hovey can't get it out though. Back to New Richmond, and they shoot it right on Kawasinski. He stops it. Anderson picks it up. He's knocked off, but gets it to Potton. Potton just misses Hovey in a nice try. Puck down behind the New Richmond zone. New Richmond getting it there. Ice change for River Falls coming up. New Richmond controls. Brings it out of their zone. Sends it to mid-ice. Off the boards. Down into that River Falls zone, and Hoagie knocks the Richmond player off the puck. It's loose in the corner. Now toward the front of that. Nobody there. Puck loose along the near boards. To their point man. Shoots. Stopped in front. Another backhand shot wide of the net by New Richmond. Loose in the near corner. New Richmond to it first. Knocked off of it by Seacrest. They shoot wide of the net again, New Richmond does. And now loose in the near corner. Hogan trying to get the puck in the far corner. Jacobs shoots it around to this side, loose in the near corner. Now River Falls trying to get there first. There's a scramble for it, puck laying there. Seacrest trying to get it out, so is Peters. And they finally whistle the play dead. Brings another line change. Out will come by Bierstead and Link. Well, we've got somebody with a penalty. Somebody is going to get a penalty for elbowing. That will be New Richmond. So River Falls will go on the first power play at 11:58 of the first period. By to take the faceoff just outside the blue line, the River Falls zone. Seacrest and Anderson will be at the defense. By Lincoln Bierstead playing up front. By to take the faceoff, does over to Bierstead. Bierstead can't control, New Richmond does. Shoots it in the River Falls zone. Seacrest to Anderson. Anderson to mid-ice. New Richmond sends it right back in. Seacrest again picks it up. Over here to Anderson. Anderson going to try and get it to mid-ice, and does. Now Anderson across this side to Bierstead. Bierstead has it in. Around one man. Takes, fires. New Richmond stops it, and By pushes the rebound in. Referees are blowing it off. Now there's a scramble in front, and puck is loose. No goal, they're saying. Jim. Cost you $1. I thought it was in. I thought Karn knocked it in. Oh, yeah. I got a whole bunch of people in this deal. All right, they bring the face-off back outside the blue line. At center ice, Sechrist with the puck over to Anderson. Anderson wheels back into the rear fall zone. Anderson now brings it to mid-ice. Trying to bump it off to Bierstedt, but can't, and the puck will go out of play into the penalty box. It brings another stoppage and a line change for River Falls. Out to take the face-off now will be Hilmanowski. He'll be out there with Peters and Cotton. Cotton's going to take the face-off. At defense, we'll have Jacobs and Prochnow. Puck is dropped. Cotton sends it up right into the Richmond zone, but the Richmond sends it right back to mid-ice where Peters gets it, but tries to hold up the offsides. Can't. Howard finally tips it toward the net, and that'll bring the whistle and offsides back outside the blue line. You're not done yet. All right, face off just outside the blue line. Cotton again. And it's dropped. Puck lane there, trying to get to it. It's mid-ice, and Peters will knock it into the Richmond zone. The Richmond there. No, almost a nice play by Cotton, and the Richmond is able to ice the puck. Down to the rear fall zone, behind the net with it is Jacobs, and he'll start up the other side. Across to Peters. Peters at mid-ice, down the middle. He sends it up here to Hilmanowski, but Hilmanowski gets bounced off and back. You have to hold back so they don't get an offside. Now Hilmanowski in with it. Hilmanowski, Peters a crow, just behind Cotton. Cotton was open in front, but the pass was behind him. Cotton's chasing it behind the net to the far corner. Cotton with the puck. Back to the point to Jacobs. Jacobs fires, just touches the puck, almost fans on, and it comes to mid-ice. Broughton now picks it up, and he'll take it right across where Peters wasn't back on side yet. Another offside, and the whistle blows. There's 31 seconds left in the Richmond penalty. Face-off will be just outside the blue line in the Richmond zone. Out to take the face-off will be By, out there with Bierstedt and Lenk. At defense, we'll have Anderson and Sechrist. Puck drop. By tried to get it in, can't. At mid-ice, Anderson across this side to Sechrist. Sechrist just fires it in the Richmond zone. The Richmond bats it right back out. Down the rear falls in. Kawazinski will stop it in the corner. Send it along to the other side of the corner and up the boards. When the Richmond gets to it first, brings it across. Nobody takes him off the puck. He comes behind the net, tries to center it, can't. Puck finally gets over to Sechrist. Sechrist takes off at mid-ice, sends it across to Lenk. Lenk with it down in the far corner, sends it across. Hits Sechrist in the skate, and then doesn't go in. They bring a whistle. They got the goal covered. Almost a goal again. Whistle brings the face-off outside the blue line in the Richmond zone again. River Falls had a lot of nice pressure this period. They're going to call Bierstedt for a penalty here. Checking from behind is a penalty to Bierstedt at 9:59. So with 1 second left in the Richmond penalty, they're about to go on a power play for their first time in the first period. All right, to take this face-off will be Hilmanowski out there with Hovey. At defense, we have Prochnow and Anderson. Waiting for the puck to be dropped, it is. Laying at mid-ice, Anderson will get to it first. Just shoot it into the new Richmond zone, in the corner and behind the net, and Richmond to it first. They start up ice, almost intercepted by Hilmanowski, but it comes to mid-ice, and then into the River Falls zone where Prochnow has to pick it up. Behind the net, Prochnow goes into the far corner. Prochnow sends it up along the boards where New Richmond's at first. Back to their point man, he cranks, he fires, tips off in front by Kawazinski and loose into the corner where Richmond gets to it first again. Playing with the puck now. Tries to send it across front. Goes all the way through the crease and goes into the corner. It's saved. Tried to ice it, couldn't. Now it comes back to the near corner. Anderson trying to get to it. We've got a whistle blowing. Stoppage of play. I don't know exactly what. Somebody gets a penalty for interference. Prochnow gets a penalty for interference. The River Falls ends up with two people in the box now, and Richmond goes on a 5-on-3 with the face-off to Kawazinski's right side. Sechrist is out there. Jacobs is out there. And I can't tell who the other player is right now. Maybe Peters. Prochnow goes for interference. Yes, it's Peters. And the Richmond, it gets out to mid-ice. No, it's Furley, not Peters. And Richmond has it in their own zone. Playing catch at mid-ice with the puck now. New Richmond back to this side. They're skating a 5-on-3. New Richmond. Down into the corner, being chased by Seacrest. He knocks the man off the puck. Up to the point man, he's trying to get control. Can't, and tipped out of the zone by Jacobs. A nice play. Jacobs down the ice. Backhands, but he's knocked out the puck. And the penalty will go to New Richmond. So New Richmond goes for an interference or a tripping. I'm not sure what they'll call it. Nice effort by Jacobs. Nice effort by the three guys out there. Furley, Seacrest, and Jacobs. Face-off being the Richmond goalie's left side. New Richmond now goes in the box, so it'll be a 4-on-3, still in Richmond's favor. There's 50 seconds left in the first River Falls penalty and 1:32 left in the second one. Potton's out to take the face-off, out with Anderson and Hoagie. Puck drop, laying there, tipped out to mid-ice where it's going to be gotten to first, but no. Hoagie backs off and lets New Richmond take it. Now they got a 2-on-1 coming down the ice, cranks. Kawasinski stops the puck and it goes behind the boards. Tried to be tied up the branch, but New Richmond picks the puck up. Right in front, Potton intercepts it though. Nice play by Potton. And an offside call. Face-off comes out. All right, there's 30 seconds left in Bierstedt's penalty. 1:12 left in Prochnow. The New Richmond player goes. He's complaining. He goes for holding. So now there's 1:40 left in the first New Richmond penalty and 2 minutes left in the second New Richmond penalty. So River Falls will go on a power play in about a minute and 12 seconds. They'll have a 5-on-3. So right now it's 3-on-3. By out, Seacrest out, and Furley's out. Just outside the River Falls blue line. By to take the face-off. Puck drop. Up along the boards, Seacrest knocks it to mid-ice, being chased by Furley. Furley gets to it in the New Richmond zone, but he's knocked off the puck. Now back to it, Furley. Back to the point to Seacrest. Seacrest knocks it down to the far corner. Loose there, Furley chasing. Knocks the man off the puck. By after the puck, picks it up. Sends it across to Seacrest. Seacrest around. Seacrest pulls the trigger, New Richmond stops it. Furley was down, tried to shoot it from his knees, but couldn't. Now New Richmond will knock it to mid-ice, where Seacrest will knock the man off the puck. But it goes right to Kawasinski. He'll knock it to this side to Bierstedt. Bierstedt now, River Falls is skating a 4-on-3. Bierstedt knocked off the puck, and it's loose at mid-ice. New Richmond with the puck, sends it back, and they'll ice it all the way down the River Falls. Kawasinski will stop it there. Seacrest will chase it, pick it up alongside the net. Now starts up ice, tips it to By, but she was heading the other way, so they'll get to New Richmond first, and they'll ice it again down the River Falls zone. 16 seconds left in Prochnow. It's 42 in the first New Richmond penalty, 1:01 left in the second New Richmond penalty, and up ice comes Seacrest. Still Seacrest in our own zone. Now at mid-ice is Seacrest. Tips it, but hits a New Richmond player. New Richmond will gain control of their own and backhand it to mid-ice where a New Richmond player picks it up. Skates on in the River Falls zone. Still around. They're nobody knocking him off the puck, and we're up on a 5-on-3 right now. River Falls is full strength. Now Bierstedt with the puck. At mid-ice, Bierstedt with the puck. Bierstedt fires, but it's tipped wide, loose in the corner. Bierstedt after it. Prochnow down with him in the corner, trying to get it loose. Bierstedt's going to get off the ice and send somebody new on. They got a whistle and stoppage of play. So the faceoff will come to the left side of the Richmond goalie. 2 seconds left in their one player's penalty, 22 left in the other. So River Falls has a 5-on-3 for 2 seconds and have a 5-on-4 for 22. I'll take the faceoff this Potton with Helmanowski, with Peters. Jacobs has the puck, fires, and the Richmond goalie catches it and holds it. The Richmond's now just one man short for 18 seconds. Face-off will come to the New Richmond goalie's right side. At the defense, we're going to have Jacobs and Prochnow. Up front, we've got Potton, Helmanowski, and Peters. Got a stoppage of play here. The Richmond coach is asking for something, so they've come over here to the scorer's table. We've got a stoppage of play right now. I think a New Richmond player is injured in the box, and they're looking for a doctor and nurse. Yes, they're calling for a doctor to the Richmond bench. And Richmond with the puck. Ices it all the way down the River Falls zone. Kawasinski stops it behind the net. Prochnow will be the first River Falls player to it. He's got the puck. Sends it up along the boards. They take a shot just wide of the net. New Richmond does, and Prochnow is. We won't have now. It's everybody's 5-on-5, even strength to everybody. New Richmond keeps it in. Now to mid-ice comes Hilmanowski. A nice play around to Hilmanowski, takes it into the Richmond zone, in front, intercepted by New Richmond. Into the far corner, New Richmond with the puck. Howard trying to get to the puck, ties the man up. Howard gets the puck down into the corner, but New Richmond's back on it again. They have it, and they bring it to mid-ice. New Richmond does, sends it up to their wing, who was wide open. They've got around Jacobs, down into the corner, but they don't get a shot below. Now they do, send it in front. Kawasinski makes a nice save, and the puck goes in behind the net. Loose there. Jacobs with the puck, sends it to this side to Peters. Peters across mid-ice to Smith. Smith has it at mid-ice, fires it into the Richmond zone. And it's going to be loose in the near corner while River Falls changes players. Still in the Richmond zone. Smith had the puck, but then knocked off, and then Hovey overskates it, and Richmond gets it and brings it to mid-ice. Now into the River Falls zone. Down along the side, waiting, sends it across, but it's tipped and bounces, and Hovey will pick it up front. We've got a penalty called against River Falls. It'll be against number 2, Scott Weiss. Weiss gets a penalty. So River Falls will go down one man. Richmond goes on another power play, and the face-off be to Kawasinski's left side. Weiss gets a penalty, 2-minute penalty for an elbow. I'll take the face-off as Smith. With Seacrest, with Hovey. Nice save by Kawasinski on the centering, and Hovey's able to ice the puck. Hovey's out there now with Smith, and the defense we have Holgeem and Seacrest. Richmond has it behind their own net, setting up. Still standing, a new player picks it up and heads up ice. Smith, and around him, at mid-ice, New Richmond still with the puck. Skates on in, gets a shot, nice save by Kawasinski. And the puck is loose in the near corner, Richmond to it first. And Richmond to the man behind the net, now in front again, but tipped wide, and they don't get a shot on goal. Actually, it's tipped in front. Now lays in front, and Smith trying to get a handle on it, can't. Point man fires, but bounced off the player and hits mid-ice, now into the Richmond zone, where they pick up their own puck. Up to mid-ice, with it tipped into the River Falls zone. Anderson bounces over his stick, and it got to Jacobs, and Jacobs hit the referee with it. It only ended up at mid-ice. Now New Richmond with it, back into the River Falls zone. New Richmond still down into the corner, standing with it there. Back to the point man on this side. He cranks, he fires, hits a player in front, and bounces to the corner again. Still loose. The Richmond man in the corner. Now to the man up along the near boards. He cranks across the man on the far side of the point. He holds it back to the point man near. Knocked off the puck, and a nice play there by Jacobs. Puck rolls in front of Kawasinski. He'll just glove it and bring another face-off. Line change for River Falls with 42 seconds left in Weiss's penalty. 4:08 left in the first period. Face-off will come to Kawasinski's right. Prochnow out. Anderson's out. Bierstead and Jacobs are out. Looks like Bierstead will take the face-off. No score yet with 4:08 left in the first period. Puck about to be dropped. It is. Back to their point man on this side. He cranks, but hits the player in front and just laser. Now Richmond picks it up again into the corner, trying to be knocked off by Prochnow. Can't get the man off the puck. And Richmond's playing catch now behind the net to the far side. And Richmond again with the puck. Anderson intercepts the puck. Ices the hits his own player with it and doesn't get it out of the zone. Now Anderson finally gets it out on the rebound. At mid-ice with it, Jacobs knocks it, but a New Richmond player picks it up and around. They knock it back into the River Falls zone. Kawasinski just stop and send it to the other corner, and Richmond there with the puck. Tries to get it in front, goes right through the crease. Nobody there to tap it. Goes loose into the near corner. Bouncing around puck there. Prochnow with it, trying it up along the boards. Will try and bring a whistle, doesn't. They knock Prochnow down to his feet. Now both teams are full strength. Anderson with the puck, sends it to mid-ice. Richmond with it there. Tried to be intercepted by Bierstead. He almost had the man off. Now Prochnow knocks the man off. Anderson has tried to get the man, but they bring their Peters that was, but the puck gets into the River Falls zone. Furley doesn't get it cleared. Now man in front, along the side, behind the net. Doesn't get a shot pulled at least. Tries to send it in front, hits the player. Tied up in skates. Now Jacobs finally sends it up, but the far point man gets it. He'll crank, he'll fire, and it goes wide of the net. Now loose along the near boards, the near point man just knocks it back down to the corner. Picked up by New Richmond again to the point man. He sends it across to the other point man. Intercepted by Jacobs, but goes too far in the boards to get a breakaway. Jacobs cranks though, fires, and the Richmond goalie lays it right in front. Finally, he'll cover it up. Nobody was there following it. They made him play the puck instead of getting a whistle like he wanted. Puck is loose behind the Richmond net. Up the ice they come. The Richmond with the puck. Kept in, a nice play by Seacrest. Now New Richmond again with control of it in their own zone. Now to mid-ice. And it's off a skate, and New Richmond gets it. Sets across the River Falls goalie. And they score an easy goal. Go right around Kawasinski. A total breakdown there. The defense kind of let the man just go in. They didn't think he was going to turn on that burst of speed or something, and it's a goal. New Richmond goes up 1-0 with 2:18 left in the first period. All right, I'll take the DeGru face-off at mid-ice. It'll be by with Bierstead in length. Nope, Bierstead goes off the ice, and out comes Jody Jack. At defense, we'll have Furley and Seacrest. Waiting for the puck to be dropped. It is. Loose. Back to Furley. Furley tries to get it up to Jack. Off his skates, and New Richmond again. Now By gains control. Takes it into the New Richmond zone, but can't get it back to Jack. Now it's at mid-ice, and New Richmond has puck control of the puck again. They just send it down into the far corner, where Furley's going to get to it first. Sends it right to a New Richmond player. He sends it across an open man, and the open man shoots it over the top of the net. Bad play by Furley up along these boards. Link with the puck. He's able to keep it and bring it to mid-ice. Sends it right across to Jody Jack, who can't control it. But it is in the zone. Jack can't even pull the trigger. Rolls in front of the net. Behind the New Richmond net now. And they knock it to the other corner. New Richmond with control there. Jack trying to tie up the man. And New Richmond By knocks the man off the puck. But New Richmond new man gets control. Sends it to mid-ice. And here they come. Into the New River Falls zone. Fires. Kawasinski with a pad save. Into the near corner up along the boards. Far point man cranks. Fires. It's tipped, and it goes out of play with 1:22 left in the first period. Line change again for River Falls. Out comes Pratt now. Out comes Hovey, Potton, and Smith. Face-off will be just outside the River Falls blue line. Anderson's back there with Pratt now on the defense. Now the face-off is going to be inside the blue line. Waiting for the puck to be dropped. Potton taking it. Dropped. Potton sends it to the boards. Now it's tipped around. Anderson tips it up into skates. Potton finally gets it to mid-ice when Richmond's going to pick up the puck and fire it right back into the River Falls zone where it's tipped by Anderson, and Kawasinski has to keep it away from the front of the net. Behind the net, Pratt now trying to get to it. Now Potton with the puck sends it into the corner where Smith is going to get to it, but he's knocked right back off of it, and Richmond controls. Back to their wide open point man, but it goes offsides off his stick. They have to play catch at mid-ice with it. We're back to even strength. Everything's waiting for. Now they're able to tip it at mid-ice into the River Falls zone where Pratt now is going to pick up the puck. Sends it up to mid-ice where New Richmond's going to catch it. Play catch with it, bounce it off the boards where it comes right to Pratt now. Pratt now trying to get it back to Potton, or to Hovey to Potton, but Potton can't get it in the zone deep enough. Anderson finally gets it and just shoots it into the New Richmond zone where it's in the far corner. New Richmond with it there. Smith giving chase, but New Richmond gets control. Sends it to mid-ice. Tipped right off, a nice play by Seacrest, and he backhands it into the zone. Then New Richmond's going to pick it up in front of their net, send it back across. Still in their zone, New Richmond brings it across, and they have it at mid-ice. Loose there, nice play by Seacrest, knocks a man off the puck, but New Richmond's able to backhand into the River Falls zone. Down into the near corner where Holguin gets to it, behind the net. There are two Richmond guys right on top of him, they knock him off. Open man in front, go right around Peters, and saved by Kawasinski, and then it's the first period. Furley and Seacrest at the defense. About waiting for the play. Shots on goal in the first period, by the way. River Falls had 10, New Richmond had 9. Loose at mid-ice, New Richmond with the puck. Backhands it, still has it. Now shoots it into the River Falls zone. Down in the far corner, Seacrest after it there. To the puck and sends it to this side. Now bounces, and the Seacrest sends it up to the boards over here to Jacobs. Jacobs backhands it to Hilmanowski. Hilmanowski tries to get around the man, can't. Goes in the Richmond zone, but Richmond gets to it first. It's still in the zone, though. Furley after the puck along the board, trying to tie it up. Furley and Jacobs, but Richmond gains control, sends it to mid-ice with Seacrest. Gets control, and then sets it up to Hilmanowski. Hilmanowski takes it across. Peters sets it into the zone behind the net. Jacobs after there, loose along the boards this side. New Richmond gains control. Furley knocks the man off the puck, and it's kept into the zone. Backhanded back in. A nice play by Peters. We got a penalty coming up. It'll be against Hilmanowski, I'm sure, for checking from behind. New Richmond takes it into the River Falls zone. Drop passes it. Open man in front of the net. Takes too long to shoot. Kawasinski stops it and hangs on. All right, New Richmond will go on another power play. It's going to be against Hilmanowski. be an interference call against Hilmanowski. All right, face-off will be to Kawazinski's left side. Anderson and Protna are out on defense. River Falls hadn't sent 2 forwards out yet, now waiting. Out now comes Bierstedt, and out comes Pot. Potton's going to take the face-off. River Falls a man short. To the left is Kawazinski. Puck is dropped. Comes back to the point. Man passes it down the boards and into the corner where it's loose behind the net. Protnall get to it first. Protnall can't control though. Knocked off of it. Finally loose again. Now to Richmond back again. Anderson finally bangs it off the boards and it's loose into the far corner. Protnall to it first. Backhands it and does clear the zone. It's at mid-ice when Richmond picks it up. Playing right here with the puck at mid-ice. Skates it toward him. Now they backhand it into the River Falls zone. Down into the far corner. Protnall's going to get to it first. Backhands it along the boards, but New Richmond tips it back up to the point man. He's with the puck. Shoots it. Kawazinski stops. And it bounces right over him behind the net. Now centers it. Can't get it centered. Kawazinski stops it behind the net. And Richmond with the puck again. Go around Anderson. Loose in front. Open man. Nice leg save by Kawazinski. And Bierstedt with the puck. At mid-ice, Bierstedt. Into it. Into Pot. Over to Potton. Potton back over to Bierstedt. Bierstedt can't get the backhand trigger pulled. And Richmond goalie tips it wide. And Richmond picks it up and starts up ice. At mid-ice, they tip it into the River Falls zone where Hogan's going to get it, shoot it back to mid-ice. Now iced all the way down into the Richmond area. Behind the net, rolling into the near corner. And Richmond gets to it first. Out is Smith and Hovey. Sechrist and Hogan. New Richmond has it at mid-ice. Hovey misses his check, and New Richmond takes it on into the River Falls zone, loose along the boards. Point man open with the puck. Sends a 2-man at the corner, and he shoots it, but shoots it right through the crease, and it comes into the near corner. Loose there. Now Hogan tries to get it. Point man has it. Down to man along the boards. Bumped off of it. And Smith gains control and backhands it out to mid-ice and into the New Richmond zone. Just inside the blue line, New Richmond will pick it back up and come to mid-ice. Hits their man here. He's knocked off the puck, though, and picked up by Hogan, and he ices it down to the New Richmond zone. In the far corner, now behind the net, New Richmond, loose into the near corner, but nobody's chasing him. New Richmond, now out is Peters. Both teams are now full strength. The River Falls did a nice job in that power play. Now Peters giving them all kinds of hassle in their own zone. Now they're finally able to get it out. New Richmond does. Knocked off the puck, though. Protnall with it at mid-ice. They got a penalty coming up. We've got a penalty coming up. It'll be against New Richmond. River Falls will now go on a power play. So at 11:50, River Falls goes on a power play the second period. They did a nice job holding off the Richmond power play. Out will come by. She'll take the face-off. Right by the red line at mid-ice. Lincoln Bierstedt with by. At the defense, we'll have Hogan and Sechrist. It's an elbowing penalty against New Richmond. So River Falls on the power play again. Waiting for New Richmond to get their players out so they can drop the puck. They finally send out 2. Now they've got 6 players on the ice. Now 2 decide to leave, and the referee's stopping them from doing that garbage and sending another player back in the box and getting an original player out. Now we finally got 4 players on the ice from Richmond, waiting for them to get a line. Puck is dropped by, back to Bierstedt. Bierstedt back to Sechrist. Sechrist over to Hogan. Hogan up to Bierstedt. Bierstedt just knocks it into the zone. The Richmond intercepts it and ices it all the way down the River Falls zone. Kawazinski will stop it behind the net. Sechrist to pick it up. And Sechrist to start up ice. Sechrist still to this side and just shoots it in the River Falls zone. Drops back. It'll get to the near corner. Loose where Bye's going to go after it with Bierstedt. Bierstedt can't gain control. It goes into the far corner loose. And the Richmond gets to it first, back to the point. Hogan cranks, fires, and the Richmond goalie catches it, gloves it, and holds on to the puck. Link hits the goalie, just a little extra tap. Nothing much happens. And the face-off will come to the Richmond goalie's left. By Bierstedt and Link will stay out. Hogan and Sechrist still there. Face-off will be the Richmond goalie's right side. By will take it. 1:25 left in the Richmond penalty. By over to the boards along this side, back to the point. Sechrist tips it over to Hogan. Hogan is shoots, but it got offsides. It'll bring the whistle. Offsides, it'll come outside the blue line. Nice try by Hogan, but got spied. All right, they're going to change lines now. Out will come Procknow and Jacobs at the defense. I'll take the face-off. Will be Patton out there with Peters and with Hilmanowski. Just outside the River Falls blue line. The referee talking to Hilmanowski and his cohort from Richmond. They're banging the sticks. But now the puck laying there. Still laying there, and the Richmond finally gets controls and knocks it inside the River Falls zone where Jacobs will pick it up right in front of the net. Jacobs will start up ice, tips it over to the other side to Procknow. Procknow mid-ice and just shoots it into the zone. Or tries to, but hits the referee. Back out. Procknow with it, waiting for everybody to get inside, and now backhands it. Gets in behind the net into Richmond. Loose there, coming to the corner. Oh, and a nice little effort by Peters to get there first, but now Richmond gains control of the puck. Starts up ice. They let him skate with the puck, and he just finally brings it to the red line and then shoots it right toward the net. Kawasinski has to stop it. Behind the net is Jacobs. 45 seconds left in the penalty. To New Richmond. It's iced all the way down to the New Richmond zone. The River Falls player missed the pass, so it's icing against River Falls. Line change out again. Out comes by Bierstead, Link. We'll have Seacrest and Hoagiem again at the defense. Face-off will be to Kawasinski's left side on an icing call against River Falls. 39 seconds left in the Richmond penalty. And they're about to drop the puck. By's going to take it. It does. It lays there, and Link finally gets it with his stick, with his skates, and brings it to mid-ice where New Richmond gains control of the puck and now sends it back down toward mid-ice. And they skate right around Seacrest. Missed his check, and Richmond player skates right in. Tries to get it to his man on the off post, and they couldn't control it. Now Hoagiem with the puck, starts up ice, off of his stick, right off, and New Richmond picks it up. Kawasinski makes a nice save. By picks up the puck in the corner. By starts up ice, brings it to mid-ice. By still with the puck, sends it on into the New Richmond zone. She's knocked off of it, and Richmond picks it up behind the net, sends it along the board's far side. Hoagiem will pick it up. He gets tangled in his skates over to Seacrest. Seacrest fires. Tipped in front. The New Richmond goalie is able to hang on to it. Link and Bierstead both trying to get the rebound. The goalie hangs on to it. Brings another line change. Both teams will be full strength now. The face-off will be on the Richmond goalie's right side. Out comes Procknow and Anderson on the defense. Patton is out with Hovey and Smith. Patton's going to take the face-off. Waiting. New Richmond still skating around. Finally, another player's getting off the ice. They're taking a lot of time. Referee's ready to play. Nobody else is. Now they're about ready. Drop the puck, and it's loose along the boards. New Richmond to it first. Sends it up, but Anderson's able to keep it in and send it all the way across the other side where Hovey just misses the puck. Now able to get it in. Patton, Hovey. Hovey shoots it down into the corner and end up behind the net. Who gets to it first? Patton does on a nice work, but he can't get it to the front of the net. It's loose still in the corner. Now along the boards. New Richmond. Oh, they went right around Anderson. He stepped up and got his butt beat. New Richmond, they go right around Procknow. Jesus, on a dumb play by Procknow, and they get a goal. New Richmond goes up 2-0. They skated right around Anderson and Procknow. They reach for the puck. They don't play the man. New Richmond now goes up 2-0 with 9:24 left in the first period. All right, I'll take the face-off of Hilmanowski with Jacobs and Peters, Seacrest and Furley at the defense. And the puck is dropped. Goes forward, bouncing around, just crosses the blue line and able to kept in by Jacobs. Tips it down into the near corner, but the Richmond's to it first. They take it behind their own net. Hilmanowski giving chase, intercepted up in front, but Smith can't do anything with it along the boards then. No, but it's Peters. Now it's going loose along the boards. Hilmanowski tried to send it across to Furley. He misses the bouncing puck, and at mid-ice, New Richmond picks up, takes it into the River Falls zone. They knocked off the puck. Puck loose behind the net. Seacrest with it. Seacrest knocked down. Puck still loose in the corner. Now they're trying to tie it up and bring a whistle, but the puck isn't then the whistle. Puck's still there. New Richmond playing catch back and forth between two of them. Now they send it over to this side. Man shoots, bounces right off Kawasinski. Back to their wide open point man. He fires it wide of the net, and it's loose behind the net. Now it's tipped along the boards with Jacobs. The backhand to mid-ice to Hilmanowski, to Peters. But Peters is knocked off, but it goes into the New Richmond zone. Peters giving chase. New Richmond's able to get it out of to mid-ice. And where Furley's going to pick it up, Furley's just going to tip it forward. Backhanded again by Seeker. Seeker tries to get it in the zone. They're going to have a whistle coming. Now they're going to take both players. They're going to take the River Falls player Hilmanowski, and they're going to take number 20 from Flatton from New Richmond. So it'll be a 4-on-4 for a while. So the face-off will be just outside the New Richmond blue line. Buys out to take it with Bierstead, with Prochnow, with Anderson at the defense. Referees are now bringing the face-off down just inside the New River Falls. The Richmond penalties for roughing, the River Falls penalties for holding. Face-off down, by tips it to mid-ice. New Richmond's playing catch with it there, just holding it. Now up to into the River Falls zone, knocked off of it by Prochnow, but it's loose. Anderson tries to get it out of the zone, can't. Prochnow finally sends it to mid-ice when the Richmond's going to pick it up again just inside their own blue line. Sends it back to mid-ice when the Richmond's with the puck. The man can get open, they got a wide open man. Player skates in. They go right around Anderson again, but they don't get the shot pulled. Kawazinski covered that pretty well. Loose along in the corner. Prochnow trying to get a tie-up. Bierstead down to help. Bierstead finally with the puck. Sends it right to the Richmond point man, and he shoots it back to the near corner. Bierstead again. Bierstead tries to send it up to By, but hit her in the skates, and the Richmond keeps it in the zone. The Richmond, along the fireboards, now to this man. He sends it back to the man on the board, now down to the corner. Back to the man on the board, now down to the far corner. New Richmond, knocked off of it by Prochnow. They pick up the puck, though. Man's playing. Open man skates right to the front, fires and sticks it. And Richmond now goes up 3-0. Totally collapsing defense. Richmond now goes up 3-0 with 7:21 left in the second period. Out at mid-ice now will be Potton to take the face-off. Link is with Potton. Hilmanowski, Hogeme and Seacrest to play the defense. River Falls defense should have 3 assists for these 3 goals so far. Now the puck is about to be dropped. Waiting, and it is. Laying at mid-ice. Still tied up in skates. Now to Richmond. Knocks it toward the River Falls zone just inside the blue line. Seacrest to mid-ice, along the ice, cross ice to Link. Link with the puck. He just tips it long and into the near boards. The Circus is going to chase it into the Richmond zone. And the Richmond tips it. Now the Richmond controls it in their own zone. We've got a whistle, and the face-off will come outside the blue line. Face-off will come just outside the Richmond blue line. Potton's going to take the face-off, still with Link. Hogeme and Seacrest at the defense. Dropped back to mid-ice to Hogeme. Hogeme with the puck, playing. Now shoots it in the Richmond zone, loose in the corner, behind the net, and heading for the far corner when the Richmond's to it first and hangs on to it, sends it back loose to this corner when the Richmond's going to be also first to get the puck. The Richmond, mid-ice, now sends it into the River Falls zone. There's 29 seconds left in the Quincy to penalties. Link at mid-ice, off of his stick. He's still skating around with it. Now Link tries to send it across, but gives it right to the Richmond player. The Richmond ties it up into their own player. He has it and takes it into the River Falls zone, but it's off his skates, down along the far boards. The Richmond to an open point man on this side. He cranks, he fires. Bounces off Kawazinski, lays right in front, and then Hogeme tucks it underneath John Kawazinski to bring a face-off. 10 seconds left in the coincidental penalties. Line change. Out comes Prochnow, out comes Anderson, out comes Jacobs and Peters. Face-off to Kawazinski's left side. Jacobs to take the face-off. 6:27 left in the second period and 10 seconds left in the coincidental penalties. Puck loose along the boards. Anderson gets it lost. Jacobs with it in the corner. Sends it across the other side over to Prochnow. Prochnow with the puck. He's knocked off the puck. Now Prochnow picks up the puck. Now he's knocked off the puck. And New Richmond controls. Both teams full strength. New Richmond, they intercepted there by, I think it's Peters. Peters now at mid-ice with a nice little help from Hilmanowski. Now it's loose in the Richmond zone along the near boards. And the Richmond controls, however. Now into the corner behind the net. Jacobs he overskates the man. The player still has it for New Richmond. Sends it up to mid-ice, but intercepted at the blue line by Prochnow. He drops it, but there ain't nobody there. Loose at mid-ice, player didn't know where it was. Now Jacobs finally picks up the puck. Cross ice to Prochnow at mid-ice. He just sends it up to Peters over to Hilmanowski. Hilmanowski leaves the puck lay there. Now Peters to it, tries to get in front, but the Richmond player gets it, sends it toward the point, but Anderson keeps it in, sends it down to the near corner, and Richmond intercepts and then flips it to mid-ice. Caught at mid-ice by Prochnow. Prochnow hanging on. Now Prochnow is skated across the blue line in the Richmond zone. Prochnow is knocked off the puck, picked up in front of the net before it gets to the goalie by Richmond, sent back to mid-ice. Anderson's down. Puck laying loose. Now picked up by Jacob. He'll just fire it on right toward the net. Goalie gloves it and then sets it down the side. Line change coming up for River Falls. Off comes Link. Furley. Bierstead. By at mid-ice. By with the puck. She has the puck. Takes it back into the Richmond zone. She's knocked off. However, Bierstead can't gain control. Now Bierstead back in front, but the Richmond intercepts it. Back to Seacrest. Seacrest just tips it down into the near corner. By Bierstead after it there. Set up along the boards and the Richmond tips it out to mid-ice. Furley will get to it first. Furley with the puck. He overskates the puck. It's loose. Now back in the Richmond zone where the Richmond will pick it up just inside their blue line. Sends it back to mid-ice when the Richmond has it. Off the puck, Seacrest will get it at mid-ice. Seacrest along the boards. Sends it into the Richmond. The Richmond gains control in their own zone. Sends it back to mid-ice. Bierstead with it. Sends it across ice and the River Falls zone to Seacrest. Seacrest at mid-ice. Hits in the Richmond player and it's laying at mid-ice. Bouncing around now along the near boards. Nobody seems to want control. Now it goes into the Richmond zone. They hang on. Kawazinski tips away from the front. Point man overskates it. It's loose at mid-ice. Still loose at mid-ice. Coming to this side. The first player B2 will be Furley. Furley will just bounce it along. It's loose along the boards. Link tries to get it into the Richmond zone. Can't. The Richmond with it at mid-ice. Now into River Falls zone. They go right through by. Take a shot. Kawazinski saves it in front. Nice play by Bierstead. Open puck laying there, and he just gets it away from the front. Loose along in the back far corner. The Richmond open man in front. Kawazinski saves, gloves. Hangs on, brings a stoppage with 3:55 left in the second period. Line change for River Falls. Out will come Patton to take the face-off to Kawazinski's left side. With him will be Hovey and Smith. And it's loose, laying there. Now Richmond to an open point man. He fires Kawazinski, hang it, glove on. Now there's nobody there, so he has to drop the puck to Anderson, or to Hogan, who gives it up right in front of the net, but Richmond can't pull a trigger. Now River Falls trying to get it out. Anderson finally gets it to mid-ice. Smith has knocked off the puck. Richmond's playing with it at mid-ice. Now we've got a penalty. We've got Anderson. Out is Hilmanowski. Now takes face off just outside the Richmond blue line. Smith was hurt. Stoppage of play, but he's okay. Skated to the box. All right, now at the blue line, laying there, and the Richmond takes it into their own zone. Back a little deeper, but the Richmond controls. Sends it to mid-ice, off their player's stick, but into the River Falls zone, where it's going to be sent across from Prochnow to Anderson. Anderson sends it up to mid-ice to Jacobs. Jacobs tried to get it to Hilmanowski. Oh, and a nice work by Peters to knock it deeper into the zone, but the Richmond will pick it up in their own territory. Sends it right toward the blue line, kept in by Hogan. Hogan right toward the net, shoots it wide, loose into the corner. Peters after it there. He's knocked down. Hilmanowski with the puck behind the net, now sets it in front, and a nice save by the Richmond goalie. Brings a stoppage of play. He gloved it. Nice play. So with 3:03 left in the second period, it's still New Richmond 3-0. Face-off will come to the Richmond goalie's left side. Line change for River Falls coming up. Out to take the face-off will be by with Bierstead and Link. At the defense, we'll have Furley and Seacrest. By still talking to Coach Taylor. Now skating toward the referee to take the face-off. About ready. Puck's dropped. Loose. Picked up by Bierstead. Backhands it toward the net. And a nice save by the goalie. Glove save. On the ice. Brings another stoppage of play. Again, the face-off to the left side of the Richmond goalie. Same lineup. By it again to take the face-off. Loose, laying there right on the skates. New Richmond gains control. In their own zone, sends it to mid-ice, right at the blue line, intercepted and kept in the zone by Seacrest. Down in the near corner, Link after it. New Richmond to it first. At the point, goes right through him, but Seacrest gets a shot. Fires, and the goalie gloves the puck. Another stoppage of play. change for River Falls coming up. Out to take the face-off will be Hilmanowski with Peters. And Cotton is on this line now. We'll have Jacobs, and we'll have Pratt now at the defense. And the Richmond goalie gets a penalty, so River Falls is on a power play. Penalty is being served by number 16, but the penalty is on the goalie for roughing. Potton's taking the face-off to the Richmond goalie's left side. Drop, lays there. Oh, Hilmanowski tries to skate in on it, but can't get the trigger pulled. Kept in, though, by Pratt now. Backhanded, Lane trying to get to it. Can't get to it. Peters left to pick it up at mid-ice. Jacobs tried to keep it in, couldn't. Jacobs back in their own zone, in the River Falls zone with it. Jacobs still with the puck. At mid-ice, backhands it across to nobody's over along the boards. They're both laying in the middle of the ice. Sitting in the middle of the ice. Now back to the blue line. Pratt now tips it up to Potton. Potton's knocked off the puck. Laying at the blue line. Now back to mid-ice. Pratt now over to Jacobs. Jacobs on this side. Just shoot it into the Richmond zone. And that'll bring a whistle and offsides call. Face-off will be right at the blue line. Or right at the red line, excuse me. Out to take it is by. Bierstead, Link, come out with her. Seacrest and Hogan with the defense. By taking the face-off. Link and Bierstead switch sides. Loose toward the blue line. Kept in. No, not. Link finally kicks it into the zone with his skate, but New Richmond Gamespeople sends it along this side. New Richmond player will get to it first. Seacrest able to keep it in, though. Now along the boards to By. By in front to Bierstead. Bierstead's tried to get it nested in front, but couldn't. It got knocked back out behind the net. Bierstead with the puck. Bierstead in the far corner with the puck. Playing with it. Up to Link. Link's knocked off the puck. New Richmond gains control. Poor play by Link. New Richmond's able to ice the puck. Stopped by Kawasinski. Seacrest to pick it up. Up ice they come. Over to Hogan. Hogan back to Seacrest. Seacrest at mid-ice. Now puck's laser and Seacrest with it again at the blue line. Seacrest. Seacrest still. Skates it on across the blue line. Seacrest over to the side to Bierstead. A little too far for him. It's loose in the corner. Bierstead with the puck. Nobody is on the point for River Falls. Back to down here to there. Oh, and right back Seacrest at the point. Seacrest cranks. Seacrest fires. Goalie kicks it out along the far boards where Richmond gets to it first but can't get out. By gets to the puck. Sends it down to Link. Link over to Bierstead, but it's intercepted. Back to By. By sends it down the corner to Link. Link's knocked down. And Richmond gains control. 1 minute left in the period. Oh, Seacrest can't keep it in. And Richmond will ice it all the way down the River Falls zone. Kawasinski will stop at the corner. Back to Seacrest. 7 seconds left to penalty. Now 6. Up to Bierstead. Bierstead at mid-ice. Knocked off. Now New Richmond controls and in. Both teams are now full strength. Into the River Falls zone. This side to By. By with it, sends it to mid-ice. When New Richmond picks it up, sends it right back into the River Falls zone. 32 seconds left. Seacrest in the River Falls zone, behind the net. Over to the far boards, over to Hovey. Hovey, By picks it up, tries to get it out. She's tied up, and New Richmond keeps it in. They fire, but it's tipped wide, hits the glass behind the net. Laying there. Hogan now tip it along the boards. Hovey will get it. Hovey will start across ice with the puck. Hovey with the puck. Sends it across. It'll be an offsides. Hovey skated across before the puck and passed the puck behind him. Stoppage of play. Face-off come outside the New Richmond blue line with 8 seconds left. And Potton's going to take it out there with Jody Jack and Hovey at mid-ice. Pratt now sends it in off of the stick and out of play. Went off of Hovey stick and out of place to bring another face-off with 2 seconds left in the second period. Pratt knocks it into the zone, the Richmond zone. The whistle and play. The face-off with Peters and Jacobs, Furley and Seacrest at the defense, and it goes into the Richmond zone. Hilmanowski makes a nice effort and finally gets the puck. Tries to get in front, can't. Knocked off the puck now by Richmond, loose in the near corner. Still puck loose. Seacrest steps forward, gets beat. Jacobs can't keep it in, and at mid-ice, and Richmond with it and sends it up to the River Falls zone. whistle. Shots on goal in the second period, by the way. River Falls had 7 for a 2-period total of 17, and New Richmond had 10 for a 2-period total of 19. Face-off just outside the blue line of River Falls. By to take the face-off with Bierstead and Link. We've got Anderson and Prochnow at the defense. Loose. Now New Richmond gains control. Sets it into the River Falls zone. Anderson with it. Sends it back to mid-ice. Just too far for By. And New Richmond will pick it up and take it into their own zone with control. Back to the man on this side at mid-ice. Tipped off of it by Anderson. He stepped forward. Got beat. Now New Richmond. Now intercepted by Bierstead. Nice play by Bierstead. Link across ice to By. Too far, but she'll get to it first at mid-ice. And sets it in the Richmond zone. Richmond now gets it. Tipped in by Bierstead. Bierstead fires wide of the net. Loose along the boards. New Richmond to it first. Link knocks the man off the puck, however, and it's down in the corner now. And Richmond intercepted now toward the front of the net. Now loose again. And we've got a stoppage of play and a whistle. All right, face off to the Richmond goalie's left side. Out to take it is Potton with Hovey and with Smith. Smith's back, wasn't hurt too bad. At defense, we've got Hoagie and Seacrest. Loose along the boards, and Richmond with control. Sends it down to the man down in the far corner in their own zone. Now sends it up, but kept in by Smith, and then he's knocked off into mid-ice. New Richmond with the puck. Hoagie takes the man off the puck. Potton picks it up behind our own net. Sets up the boards this side to Hovey. Hovey's knocked off the puck, and New Richmond fires it right on to Kawasinski. He gets and holds the puck. Brings a stoppage of play with 13:39 left in the second period. Right face-off to the right of Kawasinski. Out to take it is Hilmanowski with Jacobs and Peters. Anderson and Prochnow at the defense. Loose in front. Point man on the far side gets it. Fires it toward the net, but wide. Loose along this side of the net. And Richmond gets to it first, then knocked off a lick by Prochnow. Then in front, now laying there still. Peters with the puck along the boards on this side. Peters with the puck, sends it across ice at mid-ice to Seacrest. To Hilmanowski, but he sets it too far ahead to Jacobs. Jacobs will get to it behind the net. Now Hilmanowski with the puck. In front, Peters can't get a handle on it. It'll come back out to mid-ice. Anderson couldn't keep it in. Anderson on this side, in our own zone, back to Prochnow. Prochnow over to Anderson. Anderson sets it to mid-ice to Hilmanowski. Hilmanowski with the puck, tries to set it up, and does get it into the Richmond zone in the near corner. After it is Peters, then so is New Richmond. Along the boards, New Richmond now knocked off at mid-ice. New Richmond with the puck. Drop passes it up the blue line, hangs onto it, sends it across, but intercepted by Jacobs. Jacobs sends it back down the Richmond zone. Behind the net, River Falls is changing. Goldie will slap it up along the boards on this side. Link will intercept it. And then he's knocked off. By, when she's knocked off the puck. Then Seacrest will fire it, and the goalie will glove it and hang on. Stoppage of play with 12:36 left in the third period. All right, face-off will come to the Seacrest to the left of the New Richmond goalie. By's going to take the face-off, still with Bierstead and Link. Furley and Seacrest at the defense. Dropped in the corner, near corner, where New Richmond gets it, sends it along the boards to the other side. Furley's able to keep it in along the boards, and then New Richmond catches it again, sends it to mid-ice. Loose there, Seacrest is going to get to it first, just bumps it off the boards on this side. New Richmond overskates it, now they have to wait till they get on side, and Richmond has control. Now they take it into the River Falls zone. On the boards, drop passes it back, and then By tips it off, but not able to get it out of the zone. Now Seacrest, up to Link. Link across to By. By's knocked off the puck, and she's knocked down, and Richmond gets control in their own zone. Bierstead tries to gain control, can't, and Richmond tips it to mid-ice. Link is going to get to it first, however. Link with the puck, back along the boards this side. Now with it, sends it to mid-ice over to By. By with the puck. By back, drop passes it, but nobody was there. And Richmond off, and Richmond's stick goes into their own zone. Behind their own net, and Richmond now comes up to this side. At mid-ice, and Richmond with the puck. Furley knocks the man off the puck. Puck loose along the boards, and Richmond gets it and sends it into the River Falls zone, where Prochnow going to get it along in the far corner. Sends it along the boards to this side over here, this side to Hovey. Hovey can't get control, and Richmond does. Down into the corner. New Richmond heading behind the net. Puck loose. Furley's going to get the puck, and it's going to be a penalty against River Falls. Potton's going to go. I believe it's a holding call. So New Richmond's going to go on a power play. Potton goes. a holding penalty to Patton. Out comes Jacobson Furley. Anderson's out. Procknell's also out. Jacobs is going to take the... No, it's not Furley. It's Hilmanowski. And Hilmanowski's going to take the face-off. So New Richmond's on a power play. Gets control, though. Jacobs does from the face-off and sends it right down to the Richmond goal. He has to stop. And the Richmond down there to pick it up. Behind their net. Stopping and waiting. Now a new man picks it up and starts up ice. Hilmanowski tips it off right toward the net, and the goalie has to tip it away. Nice play by Hilmanowski. Keeps it in. Sends it back across. New Richmond gets control in their own zone. Sends it to mid-ice. Intercepted by Procknell, and he sends it back to the Richmond zone. Down in the corner, behind the net, puck rolling to the far corner. Loose. On to Richmond to it and picking it up. New man picks it up and starts up ice. Hilmanowski tips it off again. A nice play down into the corner. Hilmanowski after it. Richmond to it first. Now Jacobs fires. Goalie stops it. He'll hang on, glove the puck. Face-off will come to the Richmond goalie's right side. Same personnel stays out. Hilmanowski with Jacobs up front. Procknell and Anderson at the defense. Hilmanowski can take the face-off. Tip over the left side. Board Anderson. Anderson just tip it down. Hit behind the net. Come loose in the near corner where Jacobs is after the puck. There's 2 minutes 12 left in the period, or in the penalty. Goes right through the crease, and nobody's there for River Falls. And we're out a man short. Now Richmond picks it up in front of their net and starts up ice. And Richmond in control at mid-ice. Takes it right on across. They go right through Procknell, but the man casts his straight wide of the net, takes it behind now into the corner. Now tips it up the man on the far board. He's with the puck, but tipped away by Hilmanowski, and Hilmanowski knocks it out of his own in a great effort, but Hilmanowski's down. He's hurt. Took a shot right in the hand. The face-off just outside the Richmond blue line. Bierstedt out to take it with Smith. We've also got Hoagie and Seacrest out there. At mid-ice, Seacrest. But Richmond tips it into the zone, into our River Falls zone. Hilmanowski's tied, or Hovey was tied, Hoagie. Now Richmond gains control. Behind the net, now it's loose. Hoagie after it. Tips it up along the boards to this side. Point man steps forward from Richmond. Gets control. Now back to this side. Richmond still in control. The man along the far boards. Back along the far boards, back to the point. Skates in, slips a nice pass, goes right on around, and they can't get the nice save by Kawasinski. And Richmond's still in control in the near corner, now the man along the boards. He's knocked off of it by Smith. Now loose, laying there. Nobody's after the puck. Now New Richmond finally gets to it. Now they're knocked off behind the net. Seacrest knocked the man off. Now in the far corner, New Richmond steps around Seacrest as he tried to stop and shoots, but it bounces off Kawasinski's arm and along the boards this side. And then Patton's able to clear it, and both teams are back at full strength. Now in the Richmond zone at mid-ice. Now the puck comes and heads toward the River Falls zone. The Richmond's going to get to it and steps right around Anderson again, but nice save by Seacrest so they don't get the shot. Patton knocked off at mid-ice, loose there, and the Richmond gains control. New Richmond playing. Now back to the man on this side, and into the River Falls zone it goes. And knocked back out to mid-ice again, right at River Falls. Now loose, Patton with the puck, sends it into the Richmond zone. Heads to the far corner where Richmond's going to gain control. Now knocked off of it by Bob. Got Jody Jack out there now. And Patton loose, but Patton gets a shot from his knees, but the goalie stops it. Now loose in front, and Richmond gains control. We've got a whistle and a stoppage of play. And if the penalty's going to be against New Richmond. No, the penalty's against New Richmond for a hooking call, so the River Falls will go on a power play. And I'll take the face-off to the right of the Richmond goalie will be Patton with Peters and Hilmanowski. We'll have Jacobs and we'll have Procknell at the defense. 8:33 left in the third period. And Richmond still up 3-0. Waiting for Patton to step in for the face-off. Puck's dropped. Loose there. Back to the blue line, but Procknell keeps it in, sends it down to the corner where Richmond is waiting for it. They get control, send it up, and ice the puck. Can't be kept in by Jacobs. It's off his stick. Goes down in the rear fall zone. Kawazinski stops it in the corner. Prochnow picks it up. Behind the net, Prochnow sends it over to Jacobs. Jacobs bounces for his stick, and Richmond gains control at mid-ice. Sends it back into the rear fall zone where Prochnow picks it up. Brings it across to mid-ice. Prochnow along the far boards with it. Drop passes it to Peters, but Richmond's only the only one there. They get it. Now it's loose in the corner. Now behind the net. Off of Hilmanowski's skate to Richmond. And Dell just ice the puck down the rear falls. Kawazinski will stop it on this side along the boards. After it is Jacobs. Jacobs will take it behind the net and then start up ice. Jacobs across to Potton, but it's behind him, but he'll get to it first at mid-ice and just tips it into the zone, but Richmond lets it see. Now Hilmanowski fires. Goalie makes an easy stop, hangs on to the puck. Line change for rear falls coming up. By take the faceoff with Bierstead and Link. Seacrest and Hoagie. Bierstead with the puck in the corner. Behind the net, Bierstead comes around, tries the stuff, bounces right off the goalie behind the net. Now by behind the net trying to get it. Now along this side, Link trying to get it. And Richmond gains control, shoves it down to the rear fall zone where Kawazinski has to stop it. There's only 51 seconds left in the penalty. Far corner, Seacrest. Loose there, and New Richmond's fighting for the puck. Now just shot up, and New Richmond's going to get it, shoot it right toward the net, but a little wide, and it goes loose into the corner. We're still in a power play. Doesn't look like it, though. New Richmond's trying to tie it up along the boards in the rear fall zone, now into the corner. Hoagie is going to try and get up ice. He's behind the net. Now Hoagie, it's tipped off of his stick for Richmond. Now over to By. By with the puck, sends it up this side to Bierstead. Bierstead with the puck, takes it into the Richmond zone on this side. Bierstead in the corner, stops, skates in, fires. Goalie off of his glove and wide of the net, back to the point on the far side. Hoagie to this side to Seacrest. Seacrest toward the front of the net, backhand by Bierstead. Goalie makes an easy stop. Stoppage of play. 7 seconds left in the penalty. 6:40 left in the game. Richmond up 3-0. Line change again. Out comes Prochnow and Anderson. Out comes Smith, Cotton, and Hovey. And the face-off be the Richmond goalie's left side. Taking the face-off, right to Hovey. He backhands. Goalie saves it and tips it to the far corner. Hovey after it there, knocks the Richmond player off. Hovey sends it straight through the crease. Nobody there for rear falls. Comes all the way to this side. Potton in this corner. Now behind the net, New Richmond with control. Try to get it up ice to the man on the boards. Anderson's not able to keep it in, so New Richmond will come down the ice with a 4-on-1. New Richmond across the blue line, waiting, drops it, sets it right in front. New Richmond scores. Score now 4-0 New Richmond. A total breakdown in defense.
Well, I would think that it has to go with we got four. Who's ever got the least amount of goals? Obviously, right here. But who is this?
Right, New Richmond now with the puck in their own zone, in the rear fall zone. New Richmond with control, back to the far point man. He sets it toward the net, but tipped away. Behind the net, Prochnow trying to get it. So's Anderson. A couple of New Richmond players trying to tie up the puck. It's loose though. Loose in the hits for this corner. New Richmond's going to get to it first. Rear falls doesn't care. It looks like if they even handle the puck anymore. Loose, heading for behind the net. Prochnow's going to chase it there. Prochnow with the puck. Going to try and come up ice and does. Takes it to mid-ice, sets a nice pass, just a little too far for Hovey. Goes into the Richmond zone. Richmond in the near corner. Now they'll start up ice with it. Play catch at mid-ice. Set it up the wingman who's sitting here on the blue line. And they tip it in the rear fall zone where Peters will get it and send it back out. Can't get it back out. And the Richmond picks it up around Prochnow, but can't get the shot. Intercepted by Peters. Peters on this side. Hilmanowski who's knocked off. And Richmond keeps it in. Sends it along this side now, bounces off, and Jacobs will have it at mid-ice, but he's knocked off. Gets it in the Richmond zone, however, and Richmond take it behind the net, into the corner, far corner, stops there. And it's going to come to Hilmanowski. Hilmanowski behind the net, comes around. Ooh, right through the crease, nobody there. Peters gets it, fires, tipped in front, comes in the near corner, loose. Backhanded in front. So Jacobs tries to get a hand on it, can't. Puck laying right in front. Hilmanowski finally gets a shot, and the goalie gloves it and saves the puck. 4:40 left in the third period. New Richmond up 4-0. There's a penalty called. And the penalty will go against New Richmond. So River Falls will go on a power play. Face-off will be to the left of the Richmond goalie. Out comes by to take it with Bierstead and Link. Seacrest and Hoagie at the defense. By taking it, loose in their skates. Bierstead tried to get it, can't. Richmond gets it and sends it across and ices it down the River Falls zone where Kauzinski will stop it, tip it to Hoagie. Hoagie will take it behind the net, loses control. Now he's got it back and he'll start up ice. Hoagie knocked off, but it's brought ahead by By. Nice play by By. Takes it into the Richmond zone. Down on the far board, she's knocked off the puck. And Richmond gains control. Can't get it ice, so now Richmond's back with the puck. Now they'll ice, send it to mid-ice, but Hoagie will pick it up, wait for everybody to get outside, send it to Link, and Link will just tip it down into the Richmond zone. Behind the red, it's loose, and the Richmond's to it first. Send up along the boards. At the point, they're able to, can't keep it in. Hoagie tries to, can't. Seacrest is going to try and stop the Richmond man, and does, but it goes into the Richmond, in the River Falls zone. Hoagie behind the net, up to this side to Bierstead. Bierstead will pick the puck, he'll start up ice. Bierstead's knocked off, puck loose in the River Falls zone yet. Now sets it across mid-ice to Link, or to Hoagie, to By, to Link. Link along the far boards with the puck, takes it down into the corner. He's now knocked off the puck loose there, now to Richmond to it, and send it across and ice the puck. Sorry looking power plays. Kauzinski will stop it, send it along the far boards because the Richmond player was putting some pressure on. Now mid-ice, puck loose, and Richmond's going to get it. Now they'll just wait and then send it on in, right on Kauzinski. He has to make the stop. Now it's bouncing. Now Prochnow in the far corner. Now hit behind the net. Now into the far corner. Prochnow puck loose. Prochnow picks it up. Prochnow bounces it off the boards. Nobody's there. He has to get his own rebound. Prochnow at mid-ice. Takes it right on in. Nice little move by Prochnow. In the zone, but Richmond's going to get control. Now it doesn't. And Potton gets control. Shoots, but it's over the top of the plexiglass. Brings stop his play with 3:02. Jim. Let Jim figure this out. I would say this has to be out. Who wins this? Those are no good. It's only this bunch. It's only this bunch, Jim. Those are no good. Puck loose in the Richmond zone, or in the Richmond zone, laying there. Now the Richmond sends it to mid-ice. There's 17 seconds left in the penalty. Now at mid-ice, Jacobs with the puck. Jacobs takes it in, fires, and sticks it. So River Falls will get a goal. They won't get stunned. Nice effort by Jacobs and the rest of his line that was out there, which would have been Peters and Potton, Prochnow, and Hilmanowski. Nice work. We'll see how the scoring will go exactly. We'll change the score whoever you pick. Jacobs gets the goal unassisted and the timeout to River Falls. Pardon? Okay, now at mid-ice, face-off goes down in the River Falls zone with 2:42 left in the game. 4-1 New Richmond's favor. Now loose in the corner in the River Falls zone. Tried to get it out, can't. Right in front of the net. Now it'll be picked up by Seacrest. Seacrest brings the mid-ice. Smith will try to tip it into the Richmond zone. Does. Keeps it in. Now back to mid-ice. Seacrest is going to get to it first. That was not Seacrest, that was Smith that tried to keep it in a nice effort. Seacrest bounces it off in the Richmond player. Now it's still at mid-ice. Into the Richmond zone. The Richmond gains control themselves. Sends it to mid-ice. Loose at mid-ice. Sends it in the River Falls zone. Down into the corner. Loose there. Seacrest is giving chase. So is New Richmond. Seacrest is down. The puck is loose behind the net. New Richmond with it. Now loose into the far corner. New Richmond's to it first. Then picked up by Potton. Potton will bring it across to mid-ice. Potton down the boards and a nice move by Potton. Goes right around him and fires. Goalie bounces off his shoulder. And Richmond's able to get it to mid-ice. Oh, and they step around Jacobs, and they're right on in. We're pulled the goalie, an open net, and Richmond sticks it now 5-1. Face off. Bile take the face off at mid-ice with 1:44 left in. Bye taking it. Lincoln Bierstead there. Bierstead with the puck. Takes it into the New Richmond zone. Bye's going to pick it up toward the net. Bye can't pull the trigger. The Richmond picks it up. Bye's hurt. Took a helmet in the face. Or took a stick in the face. Romanowski and Peters, Seacrest and Holguin. Peters knocks it in the Richmond zone, but they bring it right back out at mid-ice. Jacobs trying to get it, sends it down into the Richmond zone, down into the corner, and Richmond's going to get to it first. Knocked off by Peters, and Romanowski gets control. Sends it back to the point, but it isn't hard enough, and the Richmond gets it, and they go around Holguin. The Richmond will take it on in. Skating yet. Seacrest makes him skate wide, and then tips it off, and the puck is loose in the far corner. Jacobs knocks the man off. Now New Richmond tries to get it. Now loose behind the net. Nobody wants it. Now New Richmond decides they want to go get it. Romanowski knocks him off, and Seacrest to pick up the puck. Seacrest is knocked off. New Richmond does. Shot to the side of the net. Now a whistle and stoppage of play. 1 minute left in the game. Face off to the left of Kawasinski. We've got 4-on-4 skating right now. Coincidental penalties to Romanowski and Richmond's number 21.
Minor penalties on Richmond. Number 21, Olsen. Number 16, Romanowski. 18 committed for roughing.
Roughing is the call. Biersted's out to take the face off with Smith, with Anderson. Shot over the top of the net. Kawasinski saves it, and Kawasinski's knocked down. No goal. No goal. No goal. No goal. It's a no goal because of a high stick. Face off to go down the Richmond zone. 51 seconds left in the third period into the game. 1:53 left in the penalties. Bierstead taking the face-off. Bierstead with the puck. Fires. Goalie saves it. Bierstead's run into the goalie and then falls down. Goalie doesn't get. Another stoppage, 47 seconds. Out comes Link. Out comes Potton. Brent goes off the ice. Smith goes off the ice. Potton and Anderson will continue on the defense. Potton's going to take the face-off. Potton, but he can't get the handle. Bounces, comes back to... No, Anderson's able to keep it in. Sends it across. Prottnow's going to chase it and get to it first. Prottnow's going to fire it toward the net. Wide of the net, though. Come up along the boards. Anderson's going to get to it first on this side. Backhanded down the side of the board. They get control. Now it's at net ice. Prottnow steps up. Nice play by Prottnow. Gets it to Potton. Potton's going to take it across. Drops it right to the Richmond player on a blind pass, and then Prottnow, another nice play by Prottnow, keeps the puck in. Then Link works it into the corner. He'll get stopped there, and Richmond will come and pick it up. The Richmond's going to get a penalty. For tying up Link along the boards. It's going to be holding, I think, or something like that, for keeping his... Yeah, they call it a holding penalty for not letting him have his stick back. So the face-off will go to the left side of the Richmond goalie. Out to take it. Out comes Peters. Out comes Hovey. Seacrest is out. So is Furley. 8 seconds left in the game. Hovey's taking the face-off. Loose along the boards. Hovey down in the corner after it. Gets knocked off, and Richmond picks it up, and they're knocked off. Peters is going to get it behind the net. Tried to get it in front, hit along the side, ends the game. Game is over. Richmond wins it 5-1.